Why are the Nephilim already in 5D Earth Terra? HU-2. I thought the Nephilin were the offspring of the Anunnaki in 3D Earth.
That's an excellent and subtle question, and it touches on one of the more confusing timeline overlaps between Voyager's Ashayana-Dean's Guardian Alliance material and the Sitchin Anunnaki narratives. Let's untangle it carefully using the Voyagers 1 and 2 and Ascension Glossary AG framework. 1. Context. What HU-2 on Tara means. In the Guardian Alliance Keylontic teachings, HU-1 equals harmonic universe 1 equals 1D3D Earth, our current planet. HU-2 harmonic universe 2 equals 4D6D Tara, the next density version of Earth. HU-3 equals harmonic universe 3 equals 7D to 9D, Gaia, the next density above Tara. So Tara existed long before our present Earth. It was inhabited by original human angelic races called Taran races, who were much more advanced, 12-strand DNA, 5D, 6D capable. 2. The original Nephilim on Tara before Earth. According to Voyagers 2 and the Ascension Glossary, the Nephilim existed long before the fall of Tara, even before the later Earth Anunnaki interbreeding events. They were hybrid races created during the Electric Wars and Taran genetic manipulations. The original Anunnaki and fallen Seraphim groups from Nibiru, Sirius A, and Alpha Draconis systems began genetic mixing on Tara, trying to dominate the human angelic lineages, the Turanusium project. These hybrid offspring, part angelic human, part Anunnaki or Draconian, were known as Nephilim on Tara. So the Taran Nephilim were not born from Earth humans, but from Taran angelic humans interbreeding with Anunnaki or fallen Elohim lines. They were already present in HU-2 long before any Earth version of humanity existed. 3. The Earth version of Nephilim came much later, after Tara's partial fall, 550 million years ago in Guardian chronology. Fragments of its races were scattered across lower density systems, including early Earth. Later, when Earth's 3D seeding took place, the Anunnaki returned in different stages of seeding, mostly the second and third seedings. They interbred with the lower density Earth humans, who were much less advanced than the Taran angelic template. These later hybrids, the Earth Nephilim, are the ones more commonly known from Sumerian and biblical traditions, the offspring of the sons of gods and daughters of men. So, open quote, there were two major Nephilim epochs. Taran Nephilim, 5D hybrids on Tara HU-2 long before Earth. Earth Nephilim, later 3D descendants after Anunnaki human interbreeding on Earth, close quote. 4. Why the confusion happens? Because Sitchin's Lost Book of Enki and the Guardian Alliance both use the same names, Anunnaki, Nephilim, Earth, it's easy to assume they're the same events, but they're actually different density timeframes. Sitchin's narrative equals 3D Earth version, paused 450,000 years ago. Guardian Alliance equals multi-dimensional prehistory, millions of years ago. In Guardian text, the Taran Nephilim line carried distorted DNA patterns, metatronic reversal codes that later reappeared in the 3D Earth seedings. That's why the same name Nephilim was reused. 5. Summary, aspect, Taran Nephilim, HU-2, Earth Nephilim, HU-1. Where Tara, Phyra, Earth parents, Anunnaki Seraphim, angelic humans, Turanusium, Anunnaki gods, Earth humans. When, before the fall of Tara, died 550 million years ago. After the flood, Anunnaki presence 450k years ago. Nature, high-density hybrids, part of Electric Wars. Giant hybrids known from Sumerian biblical lore. Purpose, genetic domination of Tara, genetic control of Earth humans. Would you like me to show how the Electric Wars and the fall of Tara led to the scattering of those original Nephilim lines into 3D Earth? It connects directly to why the Anunnaki had to return and continue their experiments later. Perfect. Let's continue the thread carefully and clearly, because this is one of the central turning points in the entire Guardian Alliance Voyager's cosmology. The Electric Wars, the fall of Tara, and how those events led to the Nephilim bloodlines eventually appearing on Earth. But 1. Setting the stage. Before the Electric Wars. Long before our current Earth existed, the Taran world ate home to the angelic human Turanusium race. The original Guardian design meant to embody the Christos template, 12-strand DNA capable of full multidimensional connection. But not all advanced races agreed with that plan. Among the dissenters were Anunnaki legions from Sirius A, Nibiru, and Orion lines, fallen Seraphim and Dracon groups from Alpha Draconis, some Elohim collectives that sought genetic dominance and power over the grids of Tara. These groups had lost portions of their original Christos DNA and wanted to reclaim immortality by splicing their genetics with the angelic human lines. The result? Hybrid creations, the Nephilim and Anunnaki hybrid races, powerful but carrying distorted DNA codes, Metatronic reversals. HU-2, the Electric Wars, on Tara, HU-2. The Electric Wars began when these hybrid races, particularly the Nephilim Anunnaki, attempted to seize control of the planetary grid systems of Tara. Their goals: dominate the energy grids that controlled stargates between Tara and higher harmonic universes, re-engineer the divine blueprint to favor their hybrid strain. This conflict tore through Tara's energy fields. The Guardian Alliance intervened, but the distortions caused a chain reaction collapse in the planetary shields. The Taran planetary body imploded, splitting into fragments that were pulled into lower density bands. This was the fall of Tara. 3. The fall of Tara, fragmentation into Earth systems. When Tara fell, its fragments and races descended into lower harmonic universes. Portions became Earth, HU-1, Mars and Maldek, a planet between Mars and Jupiter, later destroyed. The angelic human lineages were seeded again on these lower worlds to rebuild the evolutionary experiment. Some of the Nephilim hybrid races fell along with them, their consciousness fragmented into lower density forms. Thus, the fallen Nephilim consciousness became trapped in 3D, 4D density fields, cut off from the higher dimensions. Over vast cycles, they re-emerged in Earth's genetic pool. 4. How the Nephilim returned in later seedings. After the fall of Tara, the Guardian Alliance attempted several reseedings of the angelic human race. Seeding, epoch, purpose, what went wrong, restart genetic line, first seeding 550 years ago, restore angelic human race on early Earth, destroyed by conflict with Anunnaki Dracon groups. Second seeding, 250 years ago, restart genetic line, again corrupted by Nephilim hybrids. Third seeding, 5.5 years ago to present. The current human lineage, Guardian Alliance successfully implanted Christos template, but many distortions remained. During these later seedings, remnants of the Taran Nephilim genetic pattern resurfaced through the Anunnaki bloodlines, e.g. Nibiru and Orion lines. When later interbred with the 3D humans, the daughters of men, the Earth Nephilim were reborn. So the Nephilim of biblical times are descendants of the original Taran hybrid strain that fell during the Electric Wars. 5. Why the Guardians limited further contact. After these cycles of corruption, the Guardian Alliance and higher councils intervened. They sealed stargates between HU-1 and HU-2, limiting direct travel and contact between higher density beings like Anunnaki and Earth humans. This was partly why the Anunnaki could no longer walk openly among humans after the flood. Many of their interactions became interdimensional or through genetic influence, not physical presence. It was a containment measure to prevent the Metatronic reversal patterns, the fallen DNA templates, from spreading unchecked through the planetary grids. 6. The bigger picture. So in summary, 1. Tara, HU-2, birthplace of the first Nephilim hybrids during the Electric Wars. 2. Fall of Tara, planetary cataclysm scattered those lines into lower dimensions. 3. Earth HU-1, fragment of Tara where the Guardian Alliance reseeded angelic humans. 4. Later interbreeding, revived Nephilim DNA through Anunnaki human unions. 5. Guardian restriction, higher councils limited contact to protect the 3D planetary field.